Hello everyone, semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet and all things related to the carnivore diet. Today is going to be a little bit of a short one. Well, first let me say hello to everybody. I'm glad you're here. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am awfully glad you're here. You may notice I'm walking a little slower today. I didn't want to miss a day of walking, but I don't think today's going to be a very long walk. I'm just kind of walking to get things loosened up again a little bit. I may have overdone it just a little bit the last couple of days, because my legs and back are a little sore. It's not joint pain. Joint pain would be something completely different, and I'd be concerned about that. But today, I just got a little muscle stiffness. So I'm going to do 1 or 2 laps around the parking lot just to see if I can get some things loosened up. And then, if I feel better, I may keep walking some more. But I have noticed my videos are getting awfully long. So what I think I'm going to start doing is figuring out what I'm going to say and try to condense it down to 1 or 2 laps, or once I do finally get out on the trail. Let me back up just a second here. The reason I'm still in the parking lot and haven't gone over to the park yet is I'm still waiting on my shoes to get here. And I just don't want to try walking on trails on these 8-year-old shoes with holes in the bottom of them. I'm hoping they get here tomorrow or Saturday. But yeah, I'm just kind of, but what I think, sorry, I'm kind of jumping around here. I think what I'm going to do is when I get to the park, record like the first mile or so. So the video is hopefully about 15 minutes long, and then I'll add some pictures of where I've walked, and then a little, like I do now, a little final thoughts section as I close the video out and get finished. And I will still tell you how far I walked that day and what kind of pace I kept. But I just don't, as I walk further and further, even doing the sped up section, there's still, I forget what yesterday's video was, 40 minutes long, and the one day before that was 35 minutes long. That's starting to take up a little bit too much of your time. So I'd said I was going to do this back at the start of October, but then I just kept going. So we'll see what happens. But I hope y'all are having a good day. And I did want to talk just a little bit more about the end of yesterday's video, the November-December challenge. Of course, if you can avoid cheating for the entire 2 months and continue on, that's good. And that is obviously the best way to go. But I think most of you are like me. This is going to be your first holiday season on carnivore. And until you figure out exactly what you can and can't eat for the holidays, it could end up being really hard. And having a plan in place for those little slips, I think, is the best way to go. I'm not saying it's the best for carnivore. I'm saying it's the best for new carnivores, those of us that don't have 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 years into this way of eating. Especially that first holiday season, which is what this one's going to be for me. Like I said, I'm going to keep walking. I'm going to do the best I can to stick to my diet. And I'm certainly not going to, oh, well, I've got a plan in place to eat, 5 slices of pumpkin pie. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying pick 1 or 2 things over the course of the holiday season that you really like and have a sensible piece. Since most of us, well, I don't, but most carnivores use heavy whipping cream at some point. If you have one of those desserts that you usually like, like me, I like pumpkin pie really well. Probably not going to have any this year because I like that cranberry salad even better. But if you do have a little tiny slice of pumpkin pie, remember, if you make it yourself, you can whip up a whole pint of heavy whipping cream and dump that over the top of it. Because heavy whipping cream, whipped into whipped cream, is still carnivore. It's not a good idea to do that very often, but I'm trying to be as realistic as possible here. And I will try my best to load up on turkey slathered in butter and ham and roast beef and all the other good carnivore meats that are available for the holidays. And who knows, maybe I can get enough of that I won't feel like having that cranberry salad. It's not really very good for me. But again, if you do decide to do that, don't beat yourself up about it. Just get right back on the wagon the next day and keep going. Because I don't think that one little slip is the end of the world. Especially if you're continuing to get better at whatever it is you were doing. To get your 1% better each day in. It's finally a nice day here in North Carolina. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon when I'm out recording this, because it's been, I won't say it was cold, relatively cold. I mean, it's been in the high 50s, low 60s all day. But the sun finally came out about a half hour ago and dried the parking lot out enough that I could walk without water seeping up through the soles of my shoes, which is another reason why I'm waiting till I get my shoes to go to the park, because I just don't I don't want my feet to get wet this early in the process. But I've managed to loosen things up a little bit. My legs and back muscles don't hurt as bad as they did, but they do still hurt. So I think I'm going to call that 2 laps enough for today. I hope you all have a great day. Should be a video pop up over here for the October challenge. Another one over here you've never seen before. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.